Hey, this is Chris Fraser reaching out to you again. I promised I'd be back, even though it would be months, weeks before this ADHD adult, neuromagnificent adult. That's my term, neuromagnificent, as you remember from past videos. If not, it means we have a nervous system and it's fucking awesome and magnificent. It is amazing. And many people call it ADHD, dyslexia, autism, you know, you name it, OCD, blah, 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 anxious, biscuit beans, potato, whatever, fucking just words. And I'm here to remind you about compassion for ADHD. Ryan Meyer, ADHD coach, very well-known coach, just reached out to me, sent me this video, and it inspired me. And it made me think about the slogan, the perfect is the enemy of the good, waiting for it to be perfect. I just sat down and said, fuck it, I'm gonna create a video. And my last videos were, the fucking compassionate guide for navigating an ADHD life. And owning it, not masking it. Of course, we want to mask, act like we're okay because everybody wants to be loved and not cast out of the tribe of humanity or lose your job or whatnot. But how do we bring care to ourselves? How do we bring compassion to ourselves instead of the inner criticism, this idea that I need to live a certain way, to be a certain way in order to be loved? And of course, we live in a world that sends us these messages, our families, schools, employers. And it's not like we're going to flip everybody the bird and say, fuck off, everybody, I'm doing it. But how do we find our way, like me right now, just off the cuff, finding it our way? And one of the things Ryan and his buddy Ross are talking about, not every ADDer is the same. Neuromagnificent person's the same. I talk with my hands, I do all this, I'm being sort of gregarious. Some people are just more chill and you might get more of and we're all beautiful in our own goddamn way. Excuse the GD thing, but it just came out. So anyways, whether you listen to this now and go, damn, that is too much for me. If you slow down, me just talking about one of the things, slow down, breathe, long exhale. Where am I? I'm right fucking here. What time is it right now? Where's my mind? What's my energy? What compassion do I need? Do I need to continue listening to this video? Maybe. Seems helpful. Or nope, not my cup of tea right now. Maybe later. And knowing that we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for things to be perfect. We don't, and yes, it makes sense that we want to be loved. We want it to be okay. We don't want to have a rejection dysphoria moment, oh shit, which I get quite a bit, like, oh damn it, that disapproval, getting the red check mark on your work, or, scolded by the coach for, not making that pass that was open or whatever. So we're stronger together. And a lot of us neuromagnificents, we have to feel like we need to be some other way. And we end up having an inner critical voice that attacks ourselves, these thoughts and shit that show up. And one of mine is, Chris, you would be so much better if you just planned these things out, if you did it every day, nice, organized. But if I waited for that, that would never fucking happen. You wouldn't hear this right now. And it might be scattered. That's my mind telling me it might be too off the cuff. But it's going to resonate with someone. And if it resonates with one person and makes them feel less fucked up or gives them some comfort or they can relate, that's my intention. And so I will revisit this ADHD fucking compassion for neuromagnificence video here. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's in 2 weeks, maybe it's next year. And you're not alone. If you're ADHD, neuromagnificent, OCD, autism, you're not alone. And it feels like it. I know it feels like it. Especially at certain moments. especially at moments where you perceive or feel like you failed, or you have a thought, those thoughts that my mind is telling me that I should be more disciplined or more responsible or more patient. But I just keep doing this each time I talk. Begin again with compassion. Compassion means sensitivity to the suffering within ourselves and others, and then the commitment to do something about it, the action to do something about it, to alleviate it. And if one of those things is to listen to me rambling and knowing that, hey, I can do something important to me too, or maybe I can integrate some of these things that he's talking about, and that can be helpful. If it gives you some hope and some courage to begin again, or to hold on when you don't feel like holding on, that's what I'm here to talk about. That's my experience. It's imperfect progress we're making, imperfect progress. And learning to love ourselves as we are. And when we do so, we can actually change. It's not once you can begin to accept, and it's a process, a journey. I don't need to, whack off, cut pieces of me, to be shaped up so I can shape myself into being this human being that's lovable and successful. But how do I, because if I take off some of these parts, I need some of these parts, even if they are difficult. So, another episode of fucking compassion for Neuromagnificent. And remember, the F word is beautiful because it catches attention, it's powerful. And I know some people are offended, and if it's offending, well, it got your attention, didn't it? It's not meant to harm, it's meant to catch your attention because we're fucking Neuromagnificent. Mwah. See you next time.